Hey everyone, welcome back. Today's day 11 of Junk Journal July, and today's prompt is paper samples. So what I thought I would do for today's video is I brought along a bunch of different paper scraps, and I've cut them already into circles. These are just little 1-inch circles, and I thought we would just do like a little almost like a little side tuck using the circles, and that way it kind of gives a different variation of all different types of paper. Like you have like an older book page and some older music paper, but this one is a lot thinner and this one is a little bit thicker, has some texture. These two are scrapbook paper. This one is thicker than this one. Now you don't want to use probably like a piece of copy weight paper and a piece of cardstock because it probably wouldn't work as good. And then we have some older matte paper, and then this is actually a digital on regular copy paper. So there's varying degrees of difference in my papers, and these are all 1-inch circles. I just punched them out of some scrap paper I had. And I think what I want to do is I also brought along an index card and a little picture. I think we're gonna make like a little tag to go in the side tuck. And then I also have a stamp that's kind of just like leaves and things and swirls. And I think I'm going to stamp the page to give just a little bit of interest to the page. And then I will start my circles. So let me grab some ink and I'll be right back. So I have this really pretty moss type colored green, and I think it'll be really good to go with our colors. Now I don't want anything that's super bright to be distracting against what we're going to put on this. I just want to create a little interest. So what I'm going to do is put a piece of paper, and then I'm going to put another piece over this. That way we don't stamp where we don't want it to be stamped, because this this stamp is a lot bigger. So okay. Okay, so it didn't turn out too bad. I wish I would have got a little bit more over there, but I think if I stamp too much, that'll probably mess it up. Let me see. Let me grab another piece of paper. Maybe I can just put it here, and we'll see if I can just stamp over it real quick. A little bit more. That's probably as much as we're gonna get, but I think it's super cute. It still gave us the overall effect that I was going for. And then all I'm gonna do is ink around the circles. Okay, so I have all my circles inked. Now what we're going to do is just figure out how we want to place them. And I'm not sure if I'm going to need all of these or if I'm just going to need 5, but I cut an extra one just in case. So maybe if we start with, let's see, this one, and then maybe if we go into a lighter one, and then this one, and then let's do this one, and then the map, and then this one. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, now what we're gonna do to make it easier, and this step is kind of optional. If you feel like you wanna just put it down on the page, by all means, just go ahead and put it down. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a scrap piece of paper, and this is just smaller. Oh, sorry. This is just smaller than my pages, and that's fine. And I'm just gonna cut it, well, I'm just gonna tear it because it's just easier. A real thin strip, just like that. And then we're just gonna go ahead and glue the circles onto that. But when you glue it, you're only gonna wanna glue like just a little tiny bit here. And then once we put it down, then we can glue the ends as well. So to start with, it might just be easier to do the whole entire thing. You can use your glue stick also. This is just what I grabbed. Okay, and then once we put the circles on, we can do the excess. So now I'm gonna overlap this a little bit. That way it hides the paper. And then for this, I just want to do a little extra here. Like that. Okay, and then make sure my map is up the right way. It's gonna go like this. So I'm gonna put a little bit of glue on this one. That way you just catch the this side of the other paper. Make sure to kind of squish them together a little bit. And then this one. And this one, I didn't squish them together quite enough. I should have squished them more at the end, but I think it's already too late because I think my glue is set down here. But am I going to completely ruin it? Yeah. So we just won't. All right. No, that'll be okay. Okay. And then do this last one. Now that I pulled it up, I'm gonna have to add a little bit more glue here. Okay, so just like this. So this is our little, you can use it as a side tuck or a belly band, whichever you choose. Now we're just gonna come in, and if it's taller than your paper, if you like that, that's fine. It's still not gonna go really over my paper, like my outer booklet, so I'm okay with that. I'm not gonna cut it or anything. And I'm actually gonna let it hang over just a little bit on my page. But see how I'm only going to the edge of that strip that we put down? That's what I'm gonna do, because I don't want my strip to show. So I'm just going to glue down here on the strip and these very edges here. And then it's easier if you kind of flip it over on this side, and then see, I got a little, it's too far over, so I'll just put a little tiny bit of glue right there on the paper itself. Okay, just like that. So then see, let's push it a little bit. Now you have a really cool, probably gonna glue down now because I have a little extra glue seeping out. A really cool little side, like little tuck thing. So now while that's drying, we'll go ahead and set that aside for a minute and create the little card that we're gonna do. So I measured this earlier, kind of, and if I leave the whole thing, it's gonna be a little bit too tall. So I'm gonna cut it down at this red line and probably just under half. So probably like that will work. And then just past that red line, yep, and then see, that'll be perfect. Okay, so I want to leave the lines, so I'll flip it over, and then I have this cute little book image that came out of a National Geographic book, and I'm going to kind of just center it, and then I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue it, and then we'll cut it out because it'll be easier to cut to make for sure the little girl is all kind of in. Just make sure I'm straight. Okay, just like that. And then I'm just going to use my scissors and cut it. Okay, just like that. And then I'm also going to round the corners because I think that will look well with this. Okay, so there's that, and then I'll just ink around it. Like that. And then on the front of it, I think I want to put a little, label. Yeah, maybe like just like that. And then for that, I'm just going to use my glue stick. That, and then on the other side, I think I just want to stamp a little letter. I think I'm going to use that same green that I stamped the background in. Just like that. And then that's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to add anything else to it because I just think the little girl by herself with the little label is all she really needs. And then we can just tuck it right in there. And that's it. Day 11 paper samples. So tomorrow, for day 12, I hope you'll join me again. Tomorrow's theme is gratitude. So I can't wait to see what everyone else comes up with for today, for the paper samples. I know I've watched a couple already and they're super fantastic. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. And I will talk to you guys again tomorrow. Happy crafting. Bye.